Hello, my lovely students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good at your home and you all are preparing yourself for your semester 2 examinations. So, I, Kajal Singh, your GK teacher, is here again. And in this video, we'll revise our syllabus. So, let's begin. So, children, your semester exam of GK will be held on 26 Feb 2021. And your syllabus for that is Book 3, Term 3, Get Fit in the Pool, Let the Music Play On, Online, Animal Homes, Animals and Their Young, A Green Page, A Quiz on Living Things. From Aptitude, only water images is coming, and your current affairs. Chapter 1, Get Fit in the Pool. So children, in this chapter we have discussed some benefits of swimming, interesting facts and rules of swimming. So let's have a quick recap of that. So children, tell me, what do you mean by swim? Yes, to move through water by moving the body or parts of the body. So spending time in water, swimming or exercising is a very good way to stay fit. So there are four main strokes in swimming. First is freestyle, second backstroke, third breaststroke and last is butterfly stroke. So this is our freestyle stroke, favored by long distance swimmers and is considered the most efficient stroke. Backstroke can help improve your posture since your muscles need to work to keep your back straight in the water. Breaststroke is a much better workout than the other strokes. It makes our heart and lungs stronger. It also helps to work and tone the chest muscles. Butterfly stroke is the most effective all-round stroke for toning and building muscles. It helps to increase your flexibility. So children, I'll ask you some questions. You have to tell me whether it is correct or incorrect. So here we go. Can an infant learn to swim before he or she is 3 years old? Infant means a young child or a baby. So the answer is no. Is it easier to swim in the sea? No, it is very difficult to swim in the sea. In a swimming pool, are chemicals and chlorine added to keep the water clean and free of germs? Yes, we add some chemicals and chlorine to keep the water clean. Do adults find it more difficult to learn to swim than children? Yes, it is very difficult for them. Is it true that once you learn how to swim, it is almost impossible to forget how to swim? Yes, it is true. Very good, children. I am impressed. Now, children, will discuss some points related to swimming. IM stands for individual medley. It is a race in which a participant swims 4 strokes. Those who swim long distance races have plenty of stamina. Swimmers usually have very strong leg, shoulder and stomach muscles. Water polo is a sport played between two teams in the pool. Swimming makes your lungs stronger and helps you to breathe more easily. Oh my God, so many medals. Wow, children. Isn't it amazing? Yes. So this is Michael Phelps. He is an American former competitive swimmer and the most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time with a total of 28 medals. So this is Kate Ledecky. She is an American competitive swimmer. She has won 5 Olympic gold medals and 15 World Championship gold medals. Chapter 2, Let the Music Play On. So children, in this chapter we have discussed some musical instrument, some terms related to music like musicians, orchestra, band. Now I have a video for you. Let's watch it. As we have discussed that there are 3 types of musical instruments. Some have strings that need to be strummed or plucked with the fingers like guitar, sitar. Some are wind instrument. We need to blow air into them like flute. And some need to be played with the fingers or some sticks like drum or piano. Now we will identify some instruments. So this one is acoustic guitar. Acoustic means a guitar that does not require electrical amplification. So children, come on, tell me, what is it? Yes, it's an electric guitar. So this is sitar and this is from the string family. This is banjo. It is a string musical instrument with a long neck and a hollow circular body. So children, this is veena and it is an Indian stringed instrument. Now it's your turn. You tell me, what is it? Yes, it is harmonium. It is a musical keyboard instrument. So this one is tabla, a pair of small hand drums used in Indian music. These are drums. You play a drum by beating it with a stick or with your hands. So this is our last instrument, that is mandolin, a musical instrument with 4 pairs of metal strings and a round back. We'll discuss something interesting now. So let's start. People who play an instrument are called musicians. A group of many singers are choir. A group of many musicians are orchestra. A group of few singers and musicians are band. Children use solo for 1, duet for 2, trio for 3 and quartet for 4. Chapter 4 online. So children, in this chapter we have discussed some merits and demerits of the internet. Now let's revise that. People visit the websites of Snapdeal, Flipkart, Amazon and eBay to buy things and have them delivered to their doorstep. You can use Skype and FaceTime to video call someone who is far away. Many companies conduct meetings in this manner. It is called video conferencing. Some newspapers can be read online. People can read the news on their phones, tablets or laptops and know what is happening at that very minute anywhere in the world. Your parents don't have to go to the bank. They can transfer money and pay their bills online. They can also receive messages on their phones or via email. People can appear for examinations online as well as participate in contests and win prizes. This helps to save paper. It also makes it easier for people because they do not have to travel long distance. You can book movie, plane, railway or other tickets on the internet. Gamers are the people who regularly participate in interactive gaming. They play with the people from other parts of the world. Copying data from one computer system to another over the internet is called downloading. You can download information, music, videos, photographs, movies, and many more things. Kindle is a gadget people use to buy and read books online. They are not printed, they are digital and are called e-books. Moving from one website to another on the internet is known as surfing. There is a water sport with the same name, as you can see in this picture also. Chapter 6, Animal Homes. So in this chapter we will revise some different types of animal living in different regions. So let's begin. What do we call the home of a tiger? Yes, it's lair. Now, what do we call the home of a chicken? Yes, we call it coop. Now, this is the home of a sheep and we call it pen. Oh, can you tell me the name of this little one? Yes, it's a squirrel. And what do we call the home of a squirrel? Yes, we call it dray. Now we'll discuss some animal lives in different habitat. Desert animals, they need to keep themselves cool and need to find and store water. Jungle animals, they need to climb trees and should know how to swim. Polar region animals, they need to keep themselves warm and also need to hide by blending with the snow. Wow, what a colorful bird. Can you tell me the name of this bird? Yes, we call it toucan. And toucans spend their lives high in the rainforest. Okay, children? Now we have scorpion. So children, scorpions can be observed in many types of habitats. However, most scorpions prefer deserts. So children, we call it walrus and it's a polar region animal. So children, this is jaguar and they are typically found in tropical rainforest but also live in savanna and grassland. So this is your rattlesnake. They live in a variety of habitats including forest, grassland and desert. And they are also capable swimmer. Now we will discuss some animals that live in savanna regions. A savanna is an open grassland where very few trees grow. Animals that live in savanna regions know how to manage in difficult times. Biggest savanna is in Africa. Herbivores live there that eat grasses and also large carnivores that eat herbivores. Oh, now we have a brightly colored fish and what we call it? Yes, we call it a parrotfish. So, unlike other fish that sleep under rocks or wriggle into mud, the parrotfish sleeps in a cocoon. And also it secretes a slimy jelly and envelopes itself. Now we have bald eagle and the bald eagle's nest is huge. It can be as deep as 13 feet and as wide as 8 feet. It is the national bird of USA. So children, this is your tailor bird and why we call it a tailor bird? Because of how they build their nest. You can see that in the picture also. The edges of a large leaf are pierced and sewn together with plant fiber or spider silk to make a cradle in which the actual nest is built. So that's all for today. Rest of the chapters we'll discuss in our next video. Till then, revise these chapters. God bless you all. Good luck.